Hey ladies, we really hope you can join us for our upcoming free women's self-defense seminars here at Gracie University headquarters in Torrance, California, or at any one of our certified Gracie Jiu Jitsu training centers located all over the world. Now, Eve, the question is, why do we do these amazing seminars for women?
Well, if you're here, it's probably because you've heard about jiu-jitsu from somewhere. I mean, it's everywhere, whether it's a podcast, whether you saw it in an MMA fight, on the news, maybe somebody that you love or somebody who loves you sent you here and told you about jiu-jitsu and said, this is something you gotta look into. And the question is why? Jiu-jitsu is taking over because it is known as being the most effective martial art for self-defense, specifically for smaller individuals to defend themselves against larger, more athletic opponents, which makes it absolutely perfect for women.
But there's one problem. Most Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu schools around the world have no clue how to teach women in a way that is fun, safe, and highly encouraging from day one. So if you land at the wrong school and you have a bad experience, you quit jiu-jitsu and you never give it a second chance in most cases.
Another huge concern is most schools don't know how to teach jiu-jitsu through a trauma-informed lens. And this is extremely important when teaching self-defense, especially to women. So these seminars were developed to create the optimal introduction to jiu-jitsu for women with zero previous experience.
Or those who've had a previous experience, but it wasn't amazing. All that we ask is that you give jiu-jitsu a second chance with our free women's self-defense seminar, because jiu-jitsu deserves you and you deserve jiu-jitsu in your life. It's amazing, but it all boils down to how it's taught, and this seminar could not be a better introduction to the art.
Now, you may have some reservations about this experience, and that is completely normal and human to have fears about trying something new. We know the two most common fears that is expressed to us by our participants is fear of embarrassment or fear of injury. And our goal is to completely neutralize those two fears for you.
Now, those reservations and fears make sense considering that the #1 promotional vehicle for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is mixed martial arts, right? You see these cage fights and you're like, well, I can't do that. Some people think they're too old, they're too young, they're in shape, they're out of shape, they're previous injuries, whatever things you might consider that would prevent you from engaging in that, you think, well, I can't do MMA, so I can't do Jiu-Jitsu, but you're wrong. MMA includes Jiu-Jitsu as a quintessential art of the sport, but MMA is not Jiu-Jitsu. When you take Jiu-Jitsu out and you practice it as a standalone self-defense system and personal growth opportunity like we're gonna do with you, it's completely different, you guys. I don't care. Old, young, in shape, out of shape, none of that matters. You can do jiu-jitsu with us. Because of our unique curriculum and teaching methodologies, you're gonna have fun every step of the way.
Now, ladies, we know that the only way you will consider continuing jiu-jitsu after this free seminar is if we not only meet, but exceed all of your expectations.
So what does this mean? It means that the seminar will be safer than you imagine. It means that the techniques will be easier and more effective in practice than you ever imagined. It also means that the culture of the room, the vibe amongst the students, the collaboration between the students will exceed all of your expectations. And because this is how we've designed the seminar, not only are you gonna have a great time, but if you leave it up to us, you're gonna absolutely wanna keep doing jiu-jitsu by the time we're done.
All right, let's talk details, starting with what to wear. Comfortable workout attire. We do recommend covering your shoulders and back for safety and comfort reasons.
Now, if you wear glasses, feel free to bring them to the seminar. It'll help you see the details of the techniques. And because we're gonna be practicing so calmly and so cooperatively and so safely, there's no concern. You can even wear them during the techniques.
We do ask that you remove watches and jewelry before the seminar.
Now, if you wanna bring a water bottle, be our guest. You can keep it on the side of the mat and take a sip of water anytime you need.
So ladies, during this seminar, you will learn and practice 5 to 6 techniques from the Women Empowered program that address some of the most common and dangerous threats facing women.
Now, the reality is true reflex development and muscle memory takes time, right? Continued practice over extended periods of time. And since we only have a couple hours together, you're not gonna end this seminar with ninja reflexes, even though we would love that. But what will happen is because of the techniques and because of the principles taught during the seminar, you will experience a complete paradigm shift when it comes to your thoughts about self-defense and what you're capable of in a situation.
These seminars are some of my favorite life experiences because of the opportunity to see so many women in a room at once with light bulbs going off in their brain about what their bodies are truly capable of.
Now, if you love the seminar and you want to continue in the Women Empowered program, there will be a special boot camp opportunity that is made available the day of the seminar, which is basically a highly discounted opportunity for you to experience the Women Empowered program for an extended period of time before deciding if you want to commit for the long haul. Now, this boot camp and the discounted rate that it will be available for is only available the day of the seminar. And we're just telling you this now so that you go into it, and if you have a blast and we do exceed all your expectations, that you're ready to continue the journey that day.
And if you aren't able to continue training in person, the entire Women Empowered curriculum is also available online, taught by yours truly, so you can access it from anywhere in the world.
So many women travel very far to get to these free seminars, but then they're not local to continue on a regular basis. The online solution is perfect in those cases.
Now, these seminars are free, but you must pre-register because they do reach capacity quickly.
Ladies, thank you for trusting us with your beginner jiu-jitsu experience. Now, make no mistake about it. It is our goal to neutralize all your fears and to exceed all of your expectations in this seminar.
Save your spot at graciegirls.com, and we'll see you on the mat.